Hear something in the background. Hear me? Judy? Hello, Questers. Happy Tuesday, Season 12 Tuesday. Hope everybody's okay. Hope everybody had a good summer. And here we go. There's David Webb, a member for 6 months. I thank you so much, David. And from Canada, our synopsis queen will be busy next Tuesday, finally, with pen in hand and eyes on show. Here she is, our queen of synopsis, Judy. Hello, Judy.
Hello, John. Hi, everybody. It's good to be here tonight, and I'm looking forward to next week. I hope I can remember how to do a synopsis. It's been a while. I'm glad you're all here, and please remember to take part in chat.
Yep, and even me pressing all these buttons again, I go, oh my lordy 40, holy mooyan. And we got something different here on StreamYard, like I was telling Judy pre-show, that it doesn't preload the slides anymore. So I just click on them nice and nice. We have to go to share a screen to the Google Plays and Google Slides to show you what I got presented. It's better than nothing. I said, oh my God, I lost all my information, but no, it's still up there. Don't forget tonight, #hat for the people that have not won a hat. I'll get it out tonight if you email me at questofocallan@aol.com. Let me get my hellos in here. And you got to be present to win, and you got 5 days to give me your address. Hello, Parsharuma Mudu. Mama, me, my first name. I botched that one up, didn't I, Drew?
Wow, that is quite a name.
There's Gloria. Jeff M's in the house. Hope everybody's okay. There's David Webb. It's a highlighted 6 months. Thank you so much. There's Kathy. She'll be busy tonight. She loves this election stuff.
Yes, she will be.
Yep, here's Super. And we're going to get going on things. We're going to discuss a lot of the promos. That's what I was waiting for, Judy. More promos to be shown, so we'd have something to go back on and talk about on the podcast. Because no sense of getting a drone video, because the island is completely left of equipment. But that's usually normal at the last week of October. They start packing up. So I don't see really any difference of one equipment left. I don't know if anybody else thinks that's a big deal that equipment left early. It seems after 12 years, Judy, it seems pretty obvious that they left sort of on time. What do you think?
Yeah, I think so. It just seemed to me strange that everything left all at once, it seemed. And so I don't know, are they done for good or just for the season?
Well, it's just Billy with his backhoes and stuff. Once the caissons left, there's no Duma, there's no nothing but the choice drilling. And what's actually going on there, right? You got choice drilling, the swamp, and the caissons. Once the caissons were out, what's there, Judy? You know what I mean?
Yeah, nothing, John. Exactly.
Except, Billy's equipment and more wash plants around, but there wasn't much to really take off once the caisson equipment was gone. That's what I think people got shocked on that,
Right, I think so. I think it was surprising to me that so much of the equipment went all at once, like within a couple of days.
Yeah. Hello, for Norm. These names are killing me tonight. There's the digger looking for a hat. There's Sydney. She can hear us. She can see us. So we're not talking to the wall, Judy.
Right, thank goodness.
And here's
We
the
wouldn't
hook.
want that.
The big hook. Got to be a big hook. But yeah, let me get my hellos in that I did for the chat. And now for the people and the members that support me, that we need so much. Hello, Ashley. I mean, everything's double and triple. Even StreamYard is almost 50% more. Everything is doubling, just like your food and everything else. All this stuff is just getting way out of hand. You know, they think we make a money on this show. We're just barely making it. You know what I mean, Judy?
Right, exactly, John. Yeah, I wish that that you could make more off the show, but however,
Yep.
we're making it. We're doing it.
Yep. And I want to thank my members who contribute what they can. Don't forget, YouTube takes 30-40% of it on a monthly. I got to always thank Sandra and Tammy and David, the tracker, David, Patricia, Sideways, Super, Becky, Wayne, Alina, Carol, Virginia, Gary, Rebecca, Barbara, Starlene, Jeff M, Sandollar, Roxy, and Joanne, the Lone Star Patreon member, for their support. And there's the professor.
Hi, Daniel.
I got to thank my moderators because they're going to be busy this season. Tammy, Judy, Daniel, Starlene, Kathy, and Tanya from Portugal. I also got to thank Jeff M and Gloria and David for their YouTube side and on the Quest side. I thank them so much. And we always think of our lifetime contributor, Chris Dona. I always got to thank my main members. They all come from the Quest of Oak Island group. Close to 70,000. We're live on YouTube. Like I said, I download later to Facebook and Spotify because Facebook doesn't take third-party videos like before. Also, I want to thank my members on Spotify. They're always asking about us, Judy. Where's the show? What are you doing? Blah blah blah. Bing bing bing.
We'll soon be there, guys.
Yep. So I downloaded them a couple of small ones that I do, like the 50-second ones, to keep them busy.
Good.
Because the last podcast I had was October 3rd when we had the drone. You know what I mean?
Oh, that's right. Yes.
I'm not going to come on and talk about circles. I always try to think of new things. You know what I mean?
Right. Exactly. Yeah. We're doing okay.
Yep. Also, Daniel Spino, who's my moderator on the Quest of Oak Island, had this out, and I put this out on YouTube site in the comment section if you want to comment. As season 12 quickly approaches, it would be interesting to receive feedback from you, the fans of Curse of Oak Island, about your thoughts on the status of the show and the progress that's been made in solving the Oak Island mystery. What do you like, dislike? Would you keep or would change in your opinion? As a researcher and writer regarding the mystery, I believe it's important to listen to the fan base and see how you feel about it. What would you like to see or have seen too much of in your opinion? Thank you in your advance for your comments, and I promise that each and every comment will have a response. Best wishes, Daniel, and I got to add, the professor. So I had a little rant. You know me, Judy, I got a rant on everything.
Right on, John. Let's have it.
As we're looking around and looking for new things, and I found the schedule with some titles on it, but I didn't bring it with me, or is it on the Google Slides, about a couple of shows that they have titles for. So mostly, if you look at the titles, it's sort of telling which way the story's going, Kathy? Judy?
Yes. Wow, that sounds interesting.
There's Daniel. Hello, Stu. So this is sort of when I read Daniel's little topic on what would you change and do all that. And all of a sudden I see this thing by the production company a new series. I'm going, new series? What are you guys talking about? The new series called The Tales of Oak Island. Hello, Lewis. Yep, we're 1 week away. And I says, what the heck can the Tales of Oak Island be? So this is what I said on my Facebook group, and this is for the world to see now. You know what I mean, Daniel and Judy? A lot of people on YouTube don't see the Facebook, so I got to sort of say everything to everybody, you know what I mean? Hello, David. Thanks for coming.
Right on. They'll hear it now, John.
Yep, and they want instant feedback. So whoever's in here under another name or whatever with the 69,000 people, they want feedback. Well, I give them feedback. Like I said, I give them credit when credit's due. I give them criticize when the criticize is getting a little bit too much. I call it both ways, and everybody's got their own opinion, and I appreciate that. So when I saw this Tales of Oak Island, I replied in our Facebook account, it's not enough that we have backflashes from past shows every week. Now we have a complete series of tale repeats, in my own opinion. Now to clarify this, I'm pretty sure this Tales of Oak Island is like when all the theorists that I had on for years, their big complaint was they give them 4 hours of their hard work and they get 3 minutes to 4 minutes on TV, you know, Judy?
Right, yeah, John, never enough.
Right, so I think this Tales of Oak Island is just the theorists explaining more in detail, and the Oak Island production team sums it up. I like summaries. I don't like long stories. You know what I mean? I like pictures and short stories. And but again, when they're doing this, instead of production company having backflashes from when Gary says something and they backflash 3 years ago, now it's going to be a theorist saying something and they're going to backflash to the fellowship. You understand what I'm saying?
Right. Yes, gotcha.
Again, you members watch whatever you want to watch. This is my own opinion after 12 years. I want new and exciting things. Sure, history is fine, but doing this is an insult to the people who take Oak Island seriously. This is my own opinion. We only get 10 minutes of a new thing on a show and the 50 minutes of the past episodes on each Tuesday night, as I see it, as it's been for 12 years. It's not going to change. Basically, I think they're making shorts. You know how you make shorts of clips and clips of shorts of their past content to make more advertising dollars. I don't like it. I'm in for the treasure if they find it, even though I know my own opinion is there's nothing there. If something was there, we want to see some crumbs. And if any comment you have on this, please put in the comments on YouTube or Facebook. They're just rehashing and getting material from old material to make more advertising dollars. I hate it. I like the story. I like the fellowship. But then don't forget, I understand Rick and Marty have no idea, and the fellowship has no idea. They go out there, they do their job, they try to find something through history or through items they find, and that's it. The rest of the stuff is all production out of California to make dollars. Who agrees with me? Who doesn't agree with me? Put it in the chat now. Sound off. And this Michael Barber said, I don't understand the Tales of Oak Island. They already give you flashbacks in the actual show. An entire series of flashbacks doesn't make any sense. Also, I don't think the brothers probably control, which they probably don't, that it's probably something the History Channel created on its own, allowing to get early rerun money. So a lot of people were with me. We had 70 to 80 comments. But for the YouTube side and the world to know, I don't like it. Go ahead. It's all on you guys.
Yeah, let's hear from you guys. We'd like to know. John, I agree with you. When I first saw the new show Tales, I was upset. You know, I thought all I could think was they're going to make more money off the things we've already seen, and I just don't think it's necessary. What I'd like to see them do is put less repeats right in the show itself.
It's not turning into a, I haven't read the chat on this side here. It's going from a treasure show to strictly business. You know what I mean? Even this show, it's turning into a business now. That's all it is. There's no more tours. Maybe they'll start up. But I liked what it was in the beginning, say 5, 6 seasons. Then, of course, after 6, 7 years, they're not finding nothing. But, finds on the earth, finds on the island. with Gary. But if the people keep on watching and they still get 3 million views in the top rated cable show, you're going to do this forever, you know?
I agree. I see Cindy is saying that she sees that other programs are doing the same thing, a new show about past programs and fundings. So they must be running out of material then on the History Channel.
What do you think they remake movies for? Like Beverly Cops 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And, you know, I mean, it's the same thing.
Right, exactly.
Let's see what Daniel said here. Hello, Franklin. Because the main shows draw so many viewers, it makes sense for those same viewers might migrate to this new show, basically a ratings grab. But what's that about? Beyond Oak Island, that must have dived. Otherwise, how come they're not having Beyond Oak Island anymore? What happened to that? If that was so great.
I don't think it went over all that well.
I mean, you can only do something so long for the people to get interested. But I don't like it. I just don't like it. I won't support it. And these are all my friends who have the theories, but that's what our podcasts were. I thought it's a more one-on-one when they come in and discuss their full theory that the TV only gave them 3 minutes. And now they're going to make a show of those theories and backflash to the fellowship. The minute they say one word, we're in season 3 and we're season 6. You know what I mean? I can see it as I can see it at my face right in this monitor. And again, if it's not that way, I'll eat another hat. And that's after they find the Ark of the Covenant in the swamp. That's the first hat I'll eat. And the second hat I'll eat, I just put it on there.
Oh, John, I hope we don't have to see you eat the hats. I really, really do.
But you know what I'm saying, guys.
Right.
And then there's
Scotty Stigger says, Scotty Stigger says the establishment will take over the brothers' quest to make more, and then ultimately have Josh Gates finish it off.
That sounds about right.
Yes, it does.
What did Jamie says? I think after 12 years, they would have found something, obviously, yeah. Anything that would say there's something there with all the holes they dug should be pulled up, at least a coin by now. Just nothing. I mean, and then I have screenshots. I'm sorry with Tanya. She posted something I saw this morning, and I didn't post it on our group because I like to post things that I see and agree with you guys or disagree with you guys on the podcast, and then put a video up that's shown through Oak Island. You know what I mean, Judy?
Right. Yes, John.
That's sort of my format. I don't put it right on the Facebook page, the group page right away. We discuss it, and then I'll put it on instead of them putting it on. And then it's like old news already. So when I'm showing screenshots, oh, everybody read it, everybody saw it, even though they did, but they didn't see it through my group, you know?
Right, exactly.
Next week, Franklin, next Tuesday. Next Tuesday. Don't forget, guys, you want to win a hat that you haven't won a hat before. Hashtag hat, Quest of Oak Island hat. Mail it right out to you tomorrow if you give me your address at questofOakIsland@AOL.com.
Daniel says Beyond Oak Island wasn't about Oak Island. It was about other treasure stories. Nobody cared, basically. And I think he's right.
Yep. All right, and let me see this here. Now I have to go share a screen now in another program. They're making it a lot difficult for this old man with a burnt brain. I'm going to show you something. Ready, guys? Let me know if I screw up. All right, here we go, guys. All right, what happened?
Nothing, John.
Okay.
Oh, there it's going now.
All right, this is the video I was talking about earlier that Tanya posted, and I sent her a message. She don't really know my protocol sometimes on this. Even, you know, if I didn't have a podcast tonight, yeah, sure, but when I had a podcast, I like to show it first. Now, this is I Spy with my little eye, Rick Lagina. Now, I don't know if this is on TikTok or where the heck this thing is, but this is what it was on. And he says, look what we found. All right.
Right.
Now, here's Rick. Now, if you have, you know what strikes me strange, Judy? If you have a top-notch show and a top-rated show on the History Channel for 11 years now, going into the 12th year, read what Rick says and dissect it. The first thing he says is, please, please watch the show. Give us your feedback. Now, if you have the top show on cable TV in history, do any of these people ever say, like the shows they've been on for years, you know what I mean? Everybody watches on TV. Do you go on there and say, please, please watch the show, not unless you're in trouble?
Yeah, that does seem really strange to me. He's never done that before.
But you know what I'm saying? Like, what's those TV shows that are on TV that are always on years and years
Right.
and years? You know, they just go until it runs out. That's it.
Yeah.
So I found that very strange that he said, please, please watch the show.
Right. Yeah, I find it strange too.
And I'm not just saying entertaining. It is a reality show. And I think he should say, guys, we did our best. As far as I'll keep going, because I'm a postal worker, and we go a little bit erratic on things. We're just not finding what we're supposed to find. That's what he should say.
Yes. Yeah, be truthful with us. Tell us what they're feeling and they're thinking at this point. I want to say, Daniel just said, I just want to know the truth about Oak Island. That's my purpose of my research. I will work hard until that is achieved. Thank you, Daniel.
Yep, just tell it the way it is, okay? You didn't find the dump load of silver. You're not finding the ark. You're doing a good job, but this got me disturbed reading what he was saying here. I'm not just saying entertaining. From the watching, from the television perspective, but you'll learn history. We've been learning history for 11 years. I want to see something. I want something in hand, Rick.
Right on.
On the History Channel.
Or be open and honest with us.
Right. About this really unique place. What are you trying to really say here? A real world-class mystery has yet unsolved. We can go on and on and on, years and years and years and 300 years, and people writing books is just like a big merry-go-round. Rick, don't get obsessed. Don't get trapped like everybody else. With the world-class treasure hunt.
Are they worried? You wonder, are they worried that we're not going to watch this year? Is that why he is saying this?
I mean, that's my own opinion. People can read this and read their own opinion. That's what I got it on here for you guys to say it in chat. In fact, the world's longest running treasure hunt. Yeah, because you haven't found nothing yet. Yet, I said. So stay tuned, please. Another please. Don't leave us yet. Please, please, please watch the show. Stay tuned, please. Why is he begging to watch a top-rated cable show? Because he already knows season 12's done. Is it that bad, season 12?
Yeah, something's strange, I think.
But you know what I mean, Judy?
Right, John.
Guys out there, am I too critical of this? Am I giving them too much of a critical?
I don't think so, John, because I feel that we need them to be more open with us.
More honest.
Than what they are.
Right. Tell us what you tell the people at the Anchor pub when you're drinking a couple of beers. What the hell's going on? You know what I mean?
Right. Right, exactly. You know, we've been with them. I know you have, I have, since the beginning. And couldn't they give a little bit? We've stayed with them, and then every year the season ends the same way.
Yep, they put the good stuff towards the end. You know, the Ark of the Covenant or whatever the heck, Manaras and Menorahs and everything else at the end. It's the hook. Kathy knows the hook. And then his last thing, I think he says, it's going to be a heck of a ride. Yeah, well, my car's getting worn out. It only has so many miles on it. You don't ride a car for 12 years.
Right, exactly. And Daniel says, what would happen if the mystery is solved? You're right, Daniel. The show would be done, wouldn't it? Well, everything has to end.
That's like stopping your bank, blowing up your own bank account. You know what I mean?
Right. Exactly. Yeah, you're right. Never thought about it that way.
And it just seemed weird to me, guys, of this please, 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 and please watch the show. Now, don't forget, in his perspective, these guys do what they got to do, and it's production that makes the show go. You know what I mean? It's not these guys. These guys are looking
Right.
and digging and going in history books and everything else. Same with the theorists. When they put it all together, it goes to California, and they make the story up of what direction we go into. The Templars this year, or go out for another vacation in Europe, tie this in, tie that in. But at the end, what do we have in our hand? Well, Gary found the musket ball. And then again, when I saw the new promo, like Judy said, oh, they found a chisel. Oop, they found an ox shoe. I laughed my butt off so hard when they showed an ox shoe. I'm going, oh my lordy 40, holy Muyan, please give me something positive to really go crazy. The last time I went crazy was on the golden doorknob, but at least they're getting away from that stuff. You know what I mean?
Right, exactly. Daniel says, why would you want your fame and fortune to end? Well, if it was me, I'd want to be out of it.
How much money do you need? You know what I mean?
Right, John. Exactly.
And it's just, I mean, I got nothing against the show. I'm in it for the long haul, long ride. Even as Rick said, a heck of a ride. I always say that myself. Maybe he's taking that from me.
Maybe. That could be.
But it seems, now get their perspective now, and then we'll move on, that they already know what happened in season 12 right here. So they don't watch the program, they said to me. They don't watch the TV show, but they know physically what they found throughout this year. You know what I mean? How it's going to be put together, we have no idea. They have no idea. And a lot of them don't even watch the show. That's what they tell me. Right, Judy?
Yes, that's what I've heard also. I wish they would, so that they could feel our frustration.
Hello, Gary. So they want instant feedback. Okay, guys. You got my feedback, and you can read all the comments on the Facebook page and the YouTube page. And that's my feelings as far as that, you know.
Exactly. Scottish Digger says, I reckon I found more in the field next to my house than the whole island. And that's possible.
It's unbelievable. Unbelievable, guys. I don't know how much more I can take.
Daniel says, remember the old Dallas show? It's revealed season 11 was just a dream.
It's just a dream. At the end, season 13, oh, this was all a dream. This was all AI. It never existed. And oh, thanks a lot, guys. Bye-bye.
Right, exactly.
This was all AI made up, and the island's there, but we had to dig around to make it look good. But we'll see what happens. We're with them, you know, season 12, Daniel with his synopsises, and him and Charlotte and Judy with us. We just go through the paces, just keep on going. You know what I mean?
Scottish Digger says we still love it, though. Yeah, and what I think we love most of all is each other in our group. And I know none of us want to give that up. But at the same time, I wanted this mystery solved.
Yeah. Okay, next share screen. Let's see if I do this any good. And I got one more rant. I hate to have this and be a rant, but I don't know what's happening to me. Here's the latest promo, okay?
Okay.
You see the water to the right. Billy in the long arm excavator. Now, what did I always say about the long arm excavator? I was always looking for a screenshot I did about 2 years ago on the long arm excavator digging by the hatch, the yellow hatch, the garden hatch. And there was a big hole there, but they never showed us. Remember that?
Yes, now I do.
All right, now here we are. This is season 12, okay?
Right.
This is the latest promo. This is never showing the crane, bringing in and doing things with the caissons. Caissons are on the bottom here. You see them?
Yes.
And this is where the caissons are going over the causeway. And here's Rick giving another speech to the group that, who's with them, who believes, who doesn't believe. Again, who believes, who don't believe. Are you with me? So I don't know if he thinks he's going to be losing part of these guys or he's laying off these guys. I don't know. You know what I mean?
Right. Yeah. Yeah. That just seems strange.
All these guys getting laid off.
Maybe, John, they've been listening to some of us and hearing our complaints, so they're a little worried.
Yeah. And there's Marty saying, well, can you follow whatever Rick's speech was there? And here's Rick giving the speech to that group. This is on a promo that you can look up. And here he is in the war room. You can see the Zoom monitors with 6 people in it talking about who's with us. We can solve this mystery together. The same old spiel we hear and hear and hear. All right. There's the monitors up here. Is my little pointer working?
Yes.
Okay, good. Then this is something they showed us off the washing table or washing off the grate. I don't know what the heck that is. Somebody was telling me it was a piece of silver, but I don't think so, but I'm not sure. Like a little ingot of silver. I don't know. Take a look. Maybe he's worried about mutiny. Cat, everybody leaves. Hey, we can't find nothing here. We're not getting paid enough. How would you like to get paid and never find anything? That's like money in the bank for them too, no?
Right, exactly.
The show's paying. And what's the famous saying of this guy? No way.
Oh, yeah. There he is. There's Jack. Yes, no way.
No way. There he is. Or, like Lewis says, wow. Oh, God, guys, you got to hang in with me here. There's Emma with all her machines. There's another shot in the room here. Charles, and there's Judy and the Silverman Spooner. Nolan. Everybody's older. The show's making everybody gray.
Yeah, they sure are. Rick was completely black hair when that show started. He's sure not now.
And then there's Rick. And they're showing some screenshots of the shaker. That thing's the shaker that they put on in their lot 5 and shaking things out, looking for smalls. Then they give us a shot of the digger bringing up some wood out of this caisson. And I think only one caisson was dropped. Other people were saying many locations were. But as far as the drone videos, if anybody knows anything different, I couldn't see where other holes were made, Judy.
I couldn't either, John. We just saw the one caisson. I'm wondering if they did drill in other areas with a 6-inch. Mm-hmm. And realized they didn't need to put a caisson down there.
Hello, Luann. So here's the one caisson that we know was in. We saw that drone wise. See it, guys?
Yeah.
There's the
Very
caissons.
clear.
Yep. Here's a back away shot of when they were real busy. There's the agitator that holds the caissons, that drives it in. It's being pulled up the road. This is in the beginning when everything was being brought with the diesel generators and the crane being put together. This is in the beginning. And here they are bringing caissons over the causeway. And here's the map. I guess air came out of one of the drill holes. That's all in the promo. Then they've got this shaft. They said, well, maybe that's where part of the treasure is, unquote. Yeah, okay.
That's interesting.
Then finding some artifacts there. I don't know what that penny thing is. I don't have no idea. We'll find out in season 12. But it didn't really wow me. These promos are not wowing me like it before. I was pumped up before. They're not, no gold in their glasses. So I'm pretty sure a lot of people, hey, you got gold reflecting off your glasses. Well, we want to find gold now. Now our expectations are getting lower because they're showing us rocks, pins,
Yeah, what we're seeing in the promo is pretty much the same stuff they've been finding for years.
Yep, and here's the first one that I had to laugh. I laughed for about 20 minutes. Everybody in the world that's been following Oak Island knows that an ox shoe. Right, guys?
Yes.
And not only that, they got to show me a spike on top of it. A deck spike, rose head spike, whatever you want to call it. This is not pump for me as far as a go get 'em hype season. Maybe they got one last one coming this weekend to pump it for Tuesday premiere. I'll be shocked. You know what I mean?
Right. I saw that spike, John, and my first thought was, oh no, not another spike.
Then they're out in the cove. I don't know if that's where that shaft was. I couldn't tell because it was only a second flash. You know what I mean?
Right.
Maybe they're looking for coconut fiber. What happened to my mighty old coconut fiber? What happened to it?
Right, yeah.
And here they are lifting up the, what's that, the beak cone. Even though they looked under each cone, who knows what they're looking for here? And there it is being lifted up. What's underneath? Dirt.
Yep, that's all we could see.
There's something written on the bottom. I don't know. They got me going crazy. The tea lady. Hello, tea lady. Daniel says, what do you think? Is this the final season? Not according to their bank.
I'm wondering if they'll do a 13, Daniel, because the number 13 is so prevalent in the show, especially with the Templars.
Now we'll show you this where they're digging. Now, look at these where they dig. This is not even close to the garden shaft. You know what I mean?
Right.
This is out like in the bay. I mean, look at these excavators. Billy's excavator. I determined, the black tilt on here on the crane part. It's black and it goes to the bucket. This is not the long arm excavator. Okay, guys?
Right. Yes.
This is what I'm talking about 2 years ago, maybe longer. This is the picture I got. All right?
Yes.
Now remember this picture. All right?
Yes. Remember it well.
They never showed us this dig. They never knew what it was. We don't know. There's the 5 guys on the bottom. All right?
Yes.
This was long ago. All right.
It would have been nice to know what they were looking for.
There it is in 2022. Is it possible? I'm saying possible that they found something in this dig, covered it up, and redug it for season 12. Let me repeat that. Is it possible that they did find something in this dig that they never showed us, but they showed us the screenshot and covered it up and redug it up for season 12?
Well, John, I've often wondered if they have found something in the past of great value that kept it hidden in order to continue the show.
Now, this was a puzzle piece in season 10, right?
Right.
Look at the long arm excavator. See it in the middle of the diamond?
Right.
This is 4 years ago. See the date? Season 10. When was that? 2 seasons ago.
Right.
Even though the thing says 1 year ago. This is for season 10. We never heard or seen anything about this big dig at all. All right?
Right.
Now look at this picture. This is from season 12 now. You guys ready?
Yes.
There you go. But they're using the black arm excavator. See the 5 guys standing over here? Here's the garden shaft. So you got some kind of indicator of what's going there. And you got that right there.
John, you could be right.
What do you think, guys? Talk to me.
Come on, some of you guys. We want to know what you're thinking.
There's the hole, nice and square, about 20 by 20. And here's season 12's. There's the guy standing. There's the garden shaft. Looks in the same area to me.
It does look like the same area. One of our people here said it looks like a box. That was Franklin. It does look like the shape of a box.
Yeah, well, take a look at this. Even though it's not the long arm, right? It's the black arm.
Right.
I forgot what that sign says in the background. I can't remember. Some dedication. Here's where the long arm is, but look at the size of the hole there. And look at the size there. Am I seeing things?
It looks the same.
Because here, there's the sign. There's the hole. There's Billy with the long arm. What do you guys think?
I think you're right. I think it's the same hole.
That's a big hole. I mean, if you're not digging close to it, you're pretty close to that same hole. You know what I mean?
Right.
Because it's that big, you got to be sort of in this hole because you're probably in almost the same location as that hole. But I don't have a picture. The only thing I got, guys, is I tried to find a picture with the long arm excavator, get some distance from the garden shaft. Because this here, we see it's off the corner of the garden shaft. There's the garden shaft. I go by that corner of the concrete. I'd say it's about 25 feet from the corner of the garden shaft that the hole starts. You see what I'm saying?
Yes.
So that's my question. Are they redigging a hole they already dug out 2 years ago?
Okay, Daniel just said something here. This is just a guess on my part, but I have a feeling the fellowship knows exactly what happened on Oak Island. Good thought, Daniel.
Unbelievable.
Let's hope they tell us soon.
Don't forget to put in #hat to win a new Quest hat. I had this that I showed. Let me see what I said on here. Tell me if you guys hear it and see it, okay, guys?
Yes.
Hello, everybody, on August 10th. I was wondering on this little screenshot during season 10 that Marty, it shows an arrow going to lot 5, and then the 3D scan to that big dig that we haven't seen, and then to Gary's metal detector. Just wondering what you guys think of this combination on your side. As always, go forward, be positive, and bye-bye.
See, that was my podcast. Then here's another one, okay? Ready? Now, if they dig in that hole that big, they got to be in the same area. They just don't dig a 20 by 20 foot hole anywhere.
Hello, everybody. Wish I would know about the information that led the team to dig this massive, looks like 20 foot by 20 foot hole. We'll soon find out, I hope. Hope you guys enjoyed the live podcast with Brian Farrell. Don't forget, I'll be on Preshow tomorrow night at 6:45. Take care, and bye-bye.
Yep, and that was like, season 10, guys.
Wow. Now, somebody did suggest here, I'm sorry I lost who it was, that suggested it was Dave. Could they have had to leave it for permits?
I don't know. It could be. Hello, Richard. Thanks for coming in. #hat. So that's what things go through my mind. Hello, hi on the hog.
Daniel says, I will be optimistic and hope that a cache of treasure is revealed.
I hear you.
Right now, Daniel, I just want them to solve the mystery. I want to know who was there.
All right. How we're going to end this is we're going to broadcast our good friend Raymond, who also wants a raise. David and Charlotte did a nice first synopsis on the stones at Oak Island that they'll be doing. And got a hold of Raymond. And let me know if you can hear him and see him, guys. Here we go. You ready?
We're ready.
It's about 7.5 minutes long. This is from Daniel and Charlotte. Compendium blog. Please support them as much as you can, as you support me. Here we go.
He Mysterious Stones of Oak Island, Part 1. In anticipation of Season 12 of The Curse of Oak Island, starting November 12, 2024, the Oak Island Compendium has a new investigation that we would like to share with our readers. During the course of the Oak Island mystery, several strange stones have been found on Oak Island that have fueled speculation that they were left by treasure hunters and could be important clues. The Compendium would like to examine some of these stones and try to ascertain if there is any truth to these claims. The first stone that we would like to analyze is one that appears to have a name written on it. The first picture shows the stone in situ. The stone was located along with 2 other stones next to the road that runs very close to the Triton shaft. The stone has the nickname of the McStone. It was later cleaned up, restored, and moved to the grounds around the Interpretive Center on Oak Island. Doug Crowell of The Curse of Oak Island and the co-founder of the original Compendium was kind enough to share with us a current photo of the stone. As you can see, there are some interesting carvings on it. It appears that MCI most likely refers to someone from the McInnes-McGuinness clan. Both spellings were used by the family. It also appears that the word before the MCI ends with an E, perhaps indicating a first name. Below this script, there appears to be BLA. One could speculate that this may refer to blacksmith, but has not been confirmed by the Compendium at this time. After reviewing many names involving the McInnes-McGuinness family, it is the opinion of the Compendium that this stone may be referring to George McInnes, who was born and lived on Oak Island in the 1800s CS. 2 other stones were found in close proximity to the McStone. One had an A and what appears to be a date of 18__. It appears it may be an 8. This would indicate that it records a year. Based on this information, the Compendium speculates that these stones, along with the McStone, could possibly have been some sort of grave marker or memorial for George McInnes. It should be noted that this area of the island has the highest elevation and is located on a hill. To our knowledge, no known graveyards have ever been identified on Oak Island. It is very difficult to believe that none of the island's residents through the years have ever been buried on Oak Island. In reviewing the history of Mahone Bay, there are several islands that have graveyards, and there have been many more than just 6 people who have died on Oak Island. The Compendium researched information on George McInnes and found even more mystery and intrigue. George McInnes was born May 25, 1832, on Oak Island to Daniel McInnes II and Elizabeth Barkhouse. Daniel's father was the original Daniel McInnes, who was the first of the family to settle on Oak Island. George was first married to Emma Elizabeth Corkum in 1866. They had the following children: Ida, Charles, George William, 1867 to 1948, Wallace and Emma. The Compendium doesn't feel that the stone refers to George William, based on the fact that he is buried in Western Shore Cemetery. It should be noted that George William was the first McInnes to tell the story of his great-great-grandfather Daniel on Oak Island in print. George William continued this link of McInnes family members living on Oak Island. His mother, Emma Corkum McInnes, died in 1876. That same year, his father, George McInnes, was remarried to Adelaide Publicover. They had the following children: Fanny, Jane, Eva, Rachel and David. The gravestone of Adelaide McInnes provides some interesting information about the fate of her husband George. At St. Stephen's Anglican Church Cemetery in Chester, Nova Scotia, the grave of Adelaide E. Morash lies. Her full name was Adelaide Elizabeth Publicover McInnes Morash. Adelaide passed away in 1940. Upon further research, Adelaide McInnes married Burton Morash on January 21, 1900, in Chester, Nova Scotia, according to marriage records in the Nova Scotia archives. Burton was a bachelor of 27, and Adelaide was a widow of 49. On her gravestone we learn the fate of her first husband, George McInnes, drowned in Chester Bay, 1887. This is the only record of George's death that has been found to date. According to Find a Grave, it lists this as George's burial site as well, but the verbiage on the stone leaves that in doubt. Usually on a combined grave, both names and their birth and death dates are listed. The Compendium reached out to St. Stephen's to verify if George was indeed buried there. The church said they would review the records, but never confirmed the burial with the Compendium. The question remains, where is George McInnes buried? As previously stated, the verbiage on the headstone in question is very puzzling. When Adelaide died in 1940, she had been married to Burton Morash for 40 years. If Morash was responsible for his wife's headstone, why would it mention her first husband's death? This may have led to speculation that George was buried in the same grave. It seems likely that Adelaide's children with George McInnes were responsible for the gravestone. Perhaps the McInnes children wanted their father's death mentioned on their mother's grave. Burton Morash would live until 1961. Certainly the drowning was a tragedy for the McInnes family. Unfortunately, history would repeat itself. On December 2, 1920, Ambrose Ambers Melbourne McInnes drowned off Martin's Point in Mahone, Chester Bay. Ambrose was the grandson of George McInnes and son of George William McInnes. He was 18 years old and was laid to rest in Western Shore Cemetery. Again, tragedy struck the McInnes family. The Compendium would like to thank Karen Pottery, a McInnes descendant, for sharing Ambrose's death certificate with us. As stated in our investigation, there is no known cemetery or burial ground on Oak Island. Interestingly, in Season 6, Episode 3 of The Curse of Oak Island, called Depth Perception, Eagle Canada conducted seismic testing of the mega bin. This is a rectangular-shaped area that contains the Triton shaft, near where the stones were found. Eagle Canada's testing indicated that there was some sort of anomaly in this area that needed further investigation. This was consistent with some sort of underground activity. After drilling in the area, it was the Oak Island team's opinion that the earth went from hard-packed clay to loose material. They thought this might be why an anomaly was detected, and they stopped their investigation of the area on the show. Is it possible that this area of disturbed earth was in fact indicating where bodies were buried in the past? The Compendium would urge the Oak Island team to investigate this possibility thoroughly. Perhaps the final resting place of George McInnes and others is somewhere within the Megabin area. Coming soon in part 2 of our investigation, we will focus on a number of stones found by Gilbert Hedden in 1936 that have been the subject of debate for many years. One, in particular, still has a prominent role in the Oak Island mystery. Don't forget to visit us every Wednesday for our episode summaries of Season 12 of The Curse of Oak Island, and Thursdays for our Throwback Thursday article from the original Compendium Blockhouse blog. Also, watch for special investigations and other features through the course of Season 12. Please visit www.theoakislandcompendium.com for all of our content regarding the Oak Island mystery. Good day from the Compendium. Daniel and Charlotte. He mysterious stone.
Thank you so much, Daniel and Charlotte. You guys are the best.
Good job, guys.
Okay, David, thank you. All right, well, hashtag hat. We're going to give away a hat. Then we're going to say our goodbyes, Judy.
All righty, John.
There we go.
Good luck, everybody.
We got 6 entries. Here we go. Jamie does it. Is the winner.
Congratulations, Jamie.
Send your address either in Messenger and Facebook to me or on the Quest of Oak Island at AOL.com. We'll get it out to you. If you're international, I need your phone number. Stamps.com. Do not mail it out without a phone number internationally. USA, no problem. And there we be. All right. Like I said, I'll see you next Tuesday, but I won't be in the studio. Tuesday pre-show will be sort of like at 7 o'clock or so, because the show, I guess, is drilling down 8 to 9 and the regular show 9 to 10. And I'll put on a little pre-show on Tuesdays. Not in the studio, but I'll have something to stay until I get things straightened out over here to be in the studio. But I'll be in the studio with Judy the next day, Wednesday at 8 p.m. Eastern Time, USA, to go over all the synopsises and the screenshots and everything else we have to do that we usually do for the past 12 years. Judy, you want to say your goodbyes, and I'll say my goodbyes, and skittle daddle.
All righty, John. Hey, everybody. Thanks for coming tonight. Thanks for taking part in chat. I enjoy that immensely. And enjoy the show this coming Tuesday night or a week from now. And I'll look forward to discussing it all with you on the Wednesday night. So in the meantime, everybody, please stay safe wherever you are in this world. And John, you take care as well.
Yeah, I will. Thank you so much, Judy, for all you do.
Okay, thank you. Bye-bye.
All right, I'll put up the screenshots in our Facebook Quest group. Whatever we discussed tonight and showed will be in the Facebook Quest group. Daniel's video will be put up around the world. Please support him and his blog with Charlotte. Support him the way you support me. But remember, members, what do I tell you? It's the same old thing year after year. Always go forward. You may get a setback in your life, but just believe in yourself. Believe in your dreams, no matter how old you are. For tomorrow was a never given. Never, ever, ever. With this crazy world we live in, this world needs a ton of prayers. And I can't tell you how many prayers they need. I don't even know if that would help. So as Judy says, you keep smiling. And Judy says, you stay safe. And I always say, you got to stay strong and stay positive, everybody. Keep that positive vibe going. Any negativity around you, get rid of it. Get positivity going if you can't. There's help out there to get it. Be yourself. So I want to thank you for joining me and Judy tonight. I'll see you Tuesday, but not sort of live in the studio. You'll see Judy and me on Wednesday. Podcast, 8 p.m. Eastern Time after the first show. It's going to be a wild one. So I hope you enjoy the show. Thank you. Take care. And bye-bye.